why the Niners had to trade for Brian Robinson Jr. This was not the plan. When the Niners traded Jordan Mason to the Vikings, they weren't thinking like, just wait until August 22nd when the Commanders inevitably want to give away Brian Robinson Jr. for nothing, and then we'll get him. And that wasn't the plan. I don't think it's a coincidence that they made this trade the day after Isaac Guerendo fumbled 3 times in one practice. I've never seen anything like it. It happened 3 times in one practice. There were a lot of witnesses there. I think this move, more than anything, is in reaction to him. Because when the Niners traded Jordan Mason this offseason, they were so confident about it, they felt they didn't need Mason anymore because they had Isaac Guerendo. And he was going to take the next step. He was the next Raheem Mostert. In addition, they had Patrick Taylor Jr., who was the next Jordan Mason. I think they really talked themselves into Patrick Taylor Jr. being something. I don't know why the Niners are so down on Jordan Mason. They think he's so overrated and replaceable. Isn't that pretty clear? Kyle does. Bobby Turner might even. So Patrick Taylor Jr. can be the tough, bruising running back. Well, that lasted 9 carries. That didn't work. He's out for the year. And then Jordan James, also supposed to be that. I mean, he's half the size of Jordan Mason. He's hurt too. Maybe he'll be good. I don't know. He's just been hurt most of the offseason. Doesn't seem like he's going to be tearing it up as a rookie, although he might. Then there's Corey Kiner, who looked good too, but he's hurt. So all the plans at backup running back fell apart. All of them. But most importantly, Guerendo. I think this is more than anything a referendum on him. The Niners didn't do anything. Patrick Taylor Jr. went down. No problem. We have Jeff Wilson Jr. It's all right. Because the plan was week 1, they would have Christian McCaffrey and Isaac Guerendo, their 1-2 punch. That's good. That was the plan all along. But I think at this point, after what Guerendo has shown you this offseason, he had flashes as a rookie. You were hoping he would improve this year, take it to the next level. Well, he hasn't. He missed 2 weeks with a shoulder injury. I mean, fair. And then he comes back and looks, I don't know, terrible or disengaged. He doesn't look like a guy who could carry the offense, carry the running game if Christian McCaffrey went down, which is sort of what you need, right? Christian McCaffrey doesn't really split carries, but he does miss time from time to time. He has in his career. So you need a guy who can really carry the load. And you know what? Jordan Mason had injury issues too. So it's unclear if he could do that. But he's not going to be asked to carry the load in Minnesota. He's going to be in a timeshare with Aaron Jones. Guerendo would have had to carry the load for the 49ers for a few games if McCaffrey goes down. So now they have a guy who actually can do that in Brian Robinson Jr. Brian Robinson Jr. is an NFL running back. I don't know that you can say that about Isaac Guerendo. I'm not sure what Isaac Guerendo is. He's like Cordell Patterson. He's a gadget player. And he could get you some big plays on screens or the occasional handoff, but is he really durable enough? Is his vision good? Does he run too upright? I don't think he's Raheem Mostert. And Raheem Mostert wasn't Raheem Mostert until he was about 28, 29 years old. It took him a while to figure out how to play running back in the system in the NFL. So now you have an NFL running back behind Christian McCaffrey. I think that's important because if the Niners were to go into week 1 with Guerendo as their backup, if you go into this season with nothing behind Christian McCaffrey, knowing his injury history and the likelihood that he's going to miss some time this year, how serious are you really about this year? What are you telling your team and your fan base? Hey, look, all of our backup running backs are either hurt or bad, but it's okay. We got Jeff Wilson Jr. So you're one injury away to your injury-prone 29-year-old running back from the whole season falling apart, from the wheels falling off. Like, why? You have $45 million in cap space. Running backs are a dime a dozen. You could get Brian Robinson Jr. for a 6th-round pick and pay him like $3 million. Why would you not do that? If you don't do that, it makes me question how committed you are to 2025. Is this all about 2026? You have $45 million in cap space, but you got to save it for 2026. You have a bunch of injured players, but you can't trade. All you can do is sign Jeff Wilson Jr. and trade for Sky Moore. That's not going to do anything. Now you got a starting running back. I think this is huge for not just like the state of the team, but the perception of the team. Show me you're not tanking. Show me you care about 2025. That because it really feels like up until this trade that the Niners' attitude was, hey, if everything goes well and we stay healthy, we could be good. But if one person goes down, we'll have every excuse we need and we won't be that good. But we're going to tell you right now, hey, we're preparing to take some lumps. So don't freak out. Nah, you don't get to do that in year 9 of a tenure. A coach can do that in year 1 or 2. That's it. You did that in 2017 and 2018. You adjusted our expectations, and then you put together a good team. All these problems that you have on your roster right now are self-inflicted. You built this team. You didn't inherit this. This is year 9. So you don't get to tank after tanking last year. You lost, 7 of your last 8? You can't do that this year. The wheels cannot fall off. You gotta make this work. You got to pull a Mike Tomlin this year, Kyle Shanahan. You got to find a way to win 10 games. 9 is unacceptable. You got to find a way. You got the easiest schedule in the league. No one is giving you sympathy here, buddy. You got Brock Purdy. He's here. He's paid. He's healthy. So, yeah, I think you absolutely had to do this to show that you're preventing the wheels from falling off. This team is teetering. They have so many injuries. They don't have depth, but all their key players are basically healthy except for Ayuk. But if George Kittle goes down, you're in trouble. But, I mean, there's no tight end you can get to back him up. You already tried to get that with Luke Farrell. Christian McCaffrey, the running back spot, that was almost like you knew you needed a better – like Jordan Mason might not even be a good enough backup for what you need for Christian McCaffrey, considering you need a guy who can be a starter. Jordan Mason's going to be like a part-time – thunder and lightning duo in Minnesota. You need a guy who can carry the ball 20 times when Christian's not out. And you went for Guerendo and Patrick Taylor Jr. and Jordan James. And at the very end, you were hoping that Corey Kiner could save you. All right. Well, at least you got a serviceable average, which is what I mean, look, Washington didn't want him. They had him for 3 years. He averaged 4.1 yards per carry, which is below average. He's getting replaced by Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, a undrafted rookie who looks good, but he's not special. But he is durable, reliable, alive. I mean, healthy, available, those things. Better than nothing. Honestly, better than Guerendo.